Are you getting me? One Azikiwe won't come for the federal, income, and the premier of the southeast. Income give up to Mike. Now, Awolowo, the premier of the southwest, I think one go federal, and Kintola won't collect.
He give Akintola.
He failed for the federal, where he no become president, he won't go back.
I want you to pay attention on what this man is saying. When Ahmadu Bello was coming to the federal, as a premier, he is supposed to relinquish that his premiership of the North and come to the federal as a federal person to look at the federal level without any attachment to his own region. That is what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to relinquish his premiership of the North and come to the federal. Dr. Nandezki will relinquish his own to Mike Obara and came to federal. Awolowo relinquish his own to Akintola and come to federal. But the Janjaweed did not relinquish their own. That is their system. That's their federal system in the North that can never go along with us. That a situation where only some people will be entitled to be rich and some people are born to be poor. That is why you have the Almajiri system in the North that cannot. Almajiri system, when you want to, even when good luck try to remove the Almajiri system, they almost kill him because you wanted to make their life better. That's the nature of the North. You hear this explanation that when they were coming for their federal assignment, Dr. Nandezki relinquished his premier east of the East. He's the premier of the East. He left it and gave it to Obara. Awolowo gave his own to Akintola. But when Ahmadu Bello was coming, Ahmadu Bello continued to hold his premiership and brought it to the federal. So when we are talking about the problem that brought us where we are today, that is making Mazen Nandi kind of Mazen Simon Ekpa to refuse. The reason they are still detaining them up to today, these are the cause of the problems. And Finland cannot tell me they are not having all these issues. The world cannot tell me they don't know the foundation of these things that happen. I want you to listen to this guy. Listen carefully to what he's saying.
And then I bring Tafawa Balewa. You understand? Like I tell you, Ahmadu Bello was from the royal home of Chuks. You understand? So, in the Saudana. So he still retained in premiership short of the North. Are you getting it? One Azikiwe won't come for the federal, income, and the premier of the southeast. Income given to Mike. Now, Awolowo, the premier of the southwest, I think one go federal and Kintola won't collect that. I think failed for the federal where he no become president, won't go back. Go collect the premier of the southwest. In with a Kintola come get problem. Kintola is line, no fear. They come get. Now, because he say if you read well, like and they ask people now, they're not read the British train and forward. Now, when they talk about Fulanis, how Fulanis take enter. Now, how you go see the Nigerians, the Fulanis are strangers. You can carry prime minister, give them.
Yes.
Check
Strangers.
action where they come from. So, when Fulani they tell you, say, now we get Nigeria today, where they say it comes from. Because you don't hand over the authority of the country, because the prime minister get power past the ceremonial president, where they give them their situation. So if a Fulani man tell you, say, now we get Nigeria today, now what you sell for them, now they tell you.
Yes.
Now so our problem takes start. Ahmadu Bello, na Fulani. Tafawa Balewa, na Fulani. Go read, go search, do as I dey talk, make you do your research. You understand? Now, because the Yorubas, them too, they know the two like problem. Them fall easy for the British. But when they come in the eastern part, when they discover say the money day, those people say like our first son, now then get authority for our land. All our first son go sit down the chief.
That is why they hate us today.
We will not take it. And they don't agree. So they don't agree fall for the British. So that's where the Igbo people problem starts.
Exactly.
So if any of those leaders, if you go watch some interview, you go see where they make their speech. Say Igbo man cannot rule this country because go in there for tape. People will know. So they don't sell this ideology to them from the beginning, not even before the coup.
Did you hear it? The origin of the problem. That is what this man is just stating here. The origin of the problem. Why the Igbos are hated so much in Nigeria. This hatred was planted by the British themselves. They planted it because they were not able to subdue the Igbos when they came in. The Hausa was subdued. The Yorubas fall into their hand. But the Igbos refused and stood their ground. They say they are freeborn and not slaves, and will never bow. You can take example from our people who were taken to the United States. And instead of being prisoners or being slaves, they drowned themselves. That is the heart of an Igbo man. Freedom. We are freeborn. We are not slave, and we don't take that slave position. We don't take it. And that is why today Mazen Nandekano is ready to put his life on the line. Give him death sentence, give him life sentence. He doesn't care. All he wants is freedom for his people, because we are freeborn. That is why Mazen Simon Ekpa today is standing in Finland. Today in court, whatever you pronounce, he is still standing and talking about Biafra, because he's a freeborn. The genesis of the problem of Mazen Nandekano and Mazen Simon Ekpa is what this man have just mentioned. We did not commit any crime in Nigeria. It is the problem created by the British, created by the white man from Europe. And today, another European country is buying into the criminality of Nigeria and using that their lie to prosecute our own prime minister. And they want us to fold our hands. Chukwu Okike Abiyama doesn't sleep. Chukwu Okike doesn't sleep. They have an opportunity to redeem themselves, but if they refuse, they will pay a heavy price. They will pay a heavy price. We cannot be silent. We can't allow this to continue. Let us listen to this one. This is not one. Let me bring another one before we play this one. We will come back to this. We'll come back to this, but before we play this, let's play this one. These are reasons why. These are things we are supposed to know. These are some important information that we're supposed to know. These are information that we're supposed to know, no matter what happens. Update and information that is supposed to be in our head. They are not. They are not any founding father.
Nothing. Now, George Goldie, the British, can't put eye for business because this Nigeria there, especially in the northern area, in the nice as a territory, they easy for them. You understand? To get the territory for the running business. Now the British they want to begin to make laws for Nigeria territory. They want to begin to collect taxes. They can't persuade the man. They persuade them. So the man later can't agree to surrender in business. Maybe Royal Niger Company to the British government. And this one happened for 1899. So the British government now, say the guys are British. The British government now can't decide to pay the man. The man said, this thing is my business. And now one collect them from my hand. All right, no problem. See what thing will happen. See what thing. I think they negotiate for the British. Then they claim they compensated the man. So automatically, we believe that the man sell Nigeria territory. That is the northern area, because the southern area, especially the east of the southern area, they're very stubborn. They know their tradition. They know their.
Take notes. The place that was sold to the British, the people that were sold were the North. The North was sold, not the entire. The North were the people that were sold to the British. On our own side, they could not be able to penetrate. It was after they bought to the North, they forced the amalgamation that happened. These are histories that are supposed to be touched. These are something they don't want you to know. These are the reasons why they remove history from your story. And this is the genesis of the problem we are facing today. This is the reason Mazen Nandekano is agitated. This is the reason Mazen Simon Ekpa is agitated. And until things are done right, we will continue to agitate. We will continue to speak. We will continue to talk.
Culture, they know they agree, make people intrude. You understand? And so Igbo, they can put them, and so then they can put Igbo. You understand? So the northern areas, then will never become Nigeria. It's easy for them to take over. So the man, he carry in territory, in Niger Royal Company, carry the territory, give the surrender up to the British. You understand? Now, they come pay him £865,000. 800, sometimes you will hear say, John Goldie sell Nigeria. You understand? Saying sell Nigeria. The thing I own because the people when they live don't even know the meaning of the, and that time, it was a John Goldie, say, all these mineral resources they, or they go see oil for Nigeria. He don't go even grill, but they go force him because British that time, then they use weapon, then they use navy warship, they will use different things. So now make them overpower. So he come give them. So in January 1st, 1900, you understand? Now Britain come start their operation. They start their operation for the protectorate of the northern Nigeria, and so they name them. So now, when they don't capture place, they go bring somebody to come the governor general. That is, it will be like the president. Now, when they come send Frederick, Lord Lugard, when Lord Lugard come look, say, this northern part, see southern part. Since now maybe the Lord, so I tell you now, make una go open some Bible chapter yesterday. Make una read. I come bring the southern part. And in that time, they mention the south and the north. That time will never break up to southwest, southeast, south. Even there is nothing like south in the history of all these geopolitics and Nigerian format, just to bring a lot of division. So now, Frederick, Lord God, come bring the southern part and the northern part together. I come become south and northern protectorate. You understand? Now I can't give them. In girlfriend, come visit her. You don't be like, make you be ambassador of Equatorial Guinea now. And then I be your guy for there. Because these citizens, when they live for this place where a boyfriend live, they don't get sense, they don't wife, they don't know anything. So he come visit Frederick Lord Lugard. You understand? So now there he come look the name. Say, say Niger, this our name, Niger, Nigeria. The woman look up Niger to be here. Then they call black people nigger. You understand? Nigger. Now be the meaning of nigger. They say, yeah, man, it's a nigger, man. So now she does mention, say nigger area. Now so the name Nigeria come on. Now I tell you, say the British architecture of our problem, architecture of our
absolutely
problems.
And then cause the problem.
We don't agree to research. Our leaders self now them dull pass us.
They dull pass us.
If people call them, say you get money, don't make you a leader
at all.
Or say you take corruption or rigging, win election does not make you a leader. You will never be a leader
at all.
You can only be a ruler.
Rulers. That is what they have in Nigeria. Rulers.
People, they begin to capture territory. You understand? In 1851, how they take capture Lagos? Today, all of us they say Victoria Island. We don't even know anything. We don't even name streets with the names of our oppressors. Lord Lugard, no, you see so. He get a lot of streets. The name street after him. People when they oppress you, who are not even change them. Now, Victoria Island.
The indigenous name that they change. They remove Charlie Boy name for Boston.
Now, Queen Victoria Day. You understand? Queen Victoria 9 So they come here. They can talk how they conquer Lagos. There was a king there for Lagos called King Akitoye of Akitoye. So in nephew come dethrone him. That is Oba Kosoko. He dethroned Akitoye. Now Kosoko he born well. He no agree with all the things where the British they want to. He no agree at all. You understand? And so the British come with ship. And so they bombard Lagos, pursue Kosoko Komot. Congo bring because they insisted they want to like say an agreement or no, you know how all these people they do. Say an agreement or not be able to take them by force. So because Kosoko dethrone Akitoye, now Kosoko one day there, he not allow the British to collect to do their slavery thing and all these things. See, they fight back and they come to dethrone them. They bomb them, he no get bomb that. They bomb all the 3 years, scatter. And they come bring Akitoye back. You understand? You know, the Kosoko dethrone Akitoye for 1845. But 1851, the British come fight Kosoko. Dethrone him, come bring Akitoye back. So Akitoye come rule for 2 years. After 2 years, he come died 1853. Now, in lineage, that is like your son, and they say that his son called Oba Dosu, because Akitoye to surrender. You understand? Then, you know, so they come put Dosu Mundo one problem. So all this place now annex before you see that place they call Eko, all those marina area, and in Lagos with all this side now British colony. Now the organs of all those British people they stay for all these areas, you know. So now when they don't take land, they could name them after themselves. Now so this Victoria land and they name them after Queen Victoria. And so they take name them after Queen Victoria. All these things you are tell you, it happen in 18 something. You understand? So now they become Victoria Island. You know, say no bridge that time, no road. You understand? Now they worship. Now they use. So all this place now, if you go for aeroplane, now you go understand. If you cut third mainland bridge come out, cut that Qatar bridge come out. Because you say no any road where you go take link here what we did. Now island go now we did. Now island go. And you know say Ikorodu, they're very close to this island. But now through water, now you go pass. You don't go spend hours, they go past Maryland, they go my 12. Yeah? Through water here, from this back of Oriental Hotel now. Pam! You don't go. Are you getting me? So, now so they take, because they put a Navy ship here. Nobody see them. Now if they go some side, they see Lord Lugard, water carrying, all those their past heads. They name them, you know. So, back to how we can't take inherit rubbish from the Britain when they don't already. Now I tell you, say, the Northerners, they fought easily for the British. They fought for John Goldie, inherit, carry with them, blah, blah, blah. So now, they well friendly. The Fulanis will be headed today now. They'll not be citizens of this country. They'll be strangers. They'll not get, then they waka, they'll be strangers. Now I will tell you how the problem starts. Now because the Easterners, they're not really form, they come last list them. Now, when you talk, they bring the British rule of Prime Minister, bring it small from the American rule, where we say today we don't pick the American rule fully. You understand? Now, Ahmadu Bello was the premier of northern Nigeria. He's from the royal house of the Sultan, of the Saudana. I mean the Saudana of Sokoto. But he comes the premier of northern region. So when they do elections, you understand, make we get leader. He no one go further, he does they okay because he knows to go to but the British.
So that is it. When we talk about these histories are good to touch because these are the reasons, you know why I'm touching it because this is why Mazi Simon Ekpa is facing the court today. This is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing the court. And the origin and the genesis of all this problem is the British. It is British taking our land forcefully and handing it over to the north. Handing it over to Fulanis who are not indigenous to Nigeria. This few clip I played have told the full story of Nigeria. It's a very few clip. But in this few clip I played, why I use this clip to play that these are things that we have been talking about. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has spoken about it. Mazi Simon Ekpa has spoken about it. I have talked about it several times on this program. But I need to bring up another voice to speak so that you can understand that it is not just those of us who are in agitation that knows this thing. Even people in that situation, they know this truth, but they don't have the balls to pursue this truth. The reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing life sentence in Nigeria is because of the pursuit of this truth. The reason Mazi Simon Ekpa is facing court today is that is why he has been blackmailed. But the painful thing that's in the blackmail of Mazi Simon Ekpa, some people who are part of his team are still there. Biafra Saifo, you can imagine Bianca Ono going all the way. There's somebody who's supposed to be in the front line of the fight. But all of us, we know she's a political wife of a white Odumodu. And since then, she has faced politics and become a politician. They used her to come to Finland to lobby to extradite Mazi Simon Ekpa from Finland. She came to lobby to take Mazi Simon Ekpa to Finland. But as Chuks have it, she was disgraced. She was disgraced, completely disgraced. She was completely disgraced and they could not succeed. And today, look at the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Fake evidence, concocted evidence. And my question is, how can you take an evidence provided by a terrorist against an innocent man? How can a terrorist give you an evidence to charge somebody for terrorism? Somebody who has been confirmed, somebody is facing terrorist charge in Nigeria today. In his own investigation, arms and ammunition were found in his own house. But in the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa, did not see any arms in Mazi Simon Ekpa. It was only his broadcast. Mazi Simon Ekpa, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nobody saw arms with him, only broadcast. And two of them today are facing charges. But the people that superheaded these charges against them, they have all been convicted in terrorism. They are facing terrorism charges in Nigeria today. Malami, in the home of Malami, they discovered AK-47, not one, not two, not three. The Chief Justice of the Federation, what is it with the arm in his house? A court in Canada has confirmed that all the ruling party in Nigeria are terrorist organizations. Why then would Finland find it comfortable to take an evidence from a terrorist country to convict their own citizens? We still want to know. And this appeal is going to reveal everything. I thank Chuks that there are good numbers of international observers in Finland today. Good number of international observers from different countries. We have seen those from the United States. We saw Dr. Mazanga who came with his own team. And they are pushing on to see that justice is done. We are not asking for any special treatment. All we are asking is fair judgment, fair hearing. And in fair hearing, every single evidence must be critically looked at. In fair hearing, every single evidence must be critically looked at. Remember, Finland claimed to be a country that respects human rights. And before now, we have all respected Finland as a country that respects human rights. How then, all of a sudden, the same Finland will take evidence from a country, a country that is a terrorist country, a country of particular concern, gave you an evidence. And when we talk about the status of Nigeria, it didn't just come from other third world country or from African country. The United States have named Nigeria as a country of particular concern. A court in Canada declared Nigeria a terrorist country by saying that all the leading parties in Nigeria are terrorist organizations. And not just because they say it, when you look at Nigeria today, you see lawmakers sharing loot, sharing money with terrorists. Lawmakers collecting ransom from the government and they share with terrorists. You see the military fighting alongside with terrorists. You see the rehabilitation and reintegration of terrorists into the military. What else do you expect to see for you to know that Nigeria is not a country that you will take evidence from them to convict an innocent citizen? What else do you want to see? With all these informations, we believe that in this appeal, every single evidence provided against Mazi was properly looked at. Just recently, the same people that accuse him as Simon Ekpa, you saw them murder an innocent man. They murdered an innocent man, and they chop off his head. They took his head and put in a stick, and they are taking picture with it in Biafra land. These are the same people they use to conduct false flag against Simon Ekpa to blackmail him. The same people they use to blackmail Simon Ekpa. Today, as we see, the same people they use to conduct false flag against Nandekano, against Simon Ekpa. Just some few days ago, they murdered an innocent man defending his own land. A member of ESN commander. There is no record anywhere that guy has kidnapped anybody. There is no anywhere that is recorded that guy has kidnapped any school children, kidnapped destroyed any mosque or any church, or invaded any place. But they went because the guy was defending his own territory against the terrorists, against the foreign terrorists. They went, their military and their security outfit went and attacked their own camp. They did not only kill the guy, they chopped off his head and they took his head and put in a stick, put it in the public, and they are taking picture with it. No matter what crime a human being has done, any sane human being, is a sane government supposed to witness that and see that and allow that to lie low? Can you see that? Can any reasonable government see that and allow it to lie low? You can never see that in any reasonable country. The people that committed that crime did not hide themselves. They didn't hide their faces. They were on camera taking video. They were on camera. Remember, the law of the country says that a man is presumed innocent until found guilty. But they took the life of an innocent man, cut off his head, and they were playing with it, taking picture with it. And it is okay for them. In Imo State, under the criminal called Hobus Rema, these are the people that are sponsoring the atrocities in Biafra land. These are the people that are committing the genocide in Biafra land. And they will turn around and tell you, Mazi Nandekano. They will turn around and distract you and tell you, Mazi Simon Ekpa. They will turn around and look for who has to blame. How do you explain that? This is why Mazi Nandekano is facing life sentence in Nigeria, because he wants to stop terrorism. Mazi Simon Ekpa, fighting to stop terrorism and secure his people. Today he's facing the appeal court in Finland. Except justice is meant for some certain people. If justice is meant for all, Mazi Simon Ekpa will join us any moment from now. If justice is meant for all, with all the international pressure on Finland, he will be out and he will join us. I want us also to listen to this. This is just about history, because we need to be connecting this dot. We need to be connecting the dot. If you don't connect the dot, you won't understand. We connect the dot. When we connect it, you can be able to understand and relate with things that happened and things that are about to happen. I want us to listen to this one. It is so sad. So sad, but we must continue. We will never give up.
Now, they sell a narrative, a wrong narrative against Islam. Now, why the hatred of Islam? Now, before you know they fight, you know, if you win them, they still survive. They don't know hardship. Even the school, they live out for you. The government, they live out for you. Then they excel in their businesses.
The question is, why the hatred on the Igbos? Why the hatred on the Igbos? Why the hatred on the Biafrans? Why the attack on Mazi Nandekano? Why the attack on Mazi Simon Ekpa? Why are you prosecuting them? Listen to this man.
Now, they sell a narrative, a wrong narrative against the Eastern people. Now, why the hatred of the Eastern people? Now, people, when you don't fight, you don't feel with them. The people, they still survive. They don't know hardship. Even the school, they live out for you. The government, they live out for you. Then they excel in their businesses. If not government were wise, those people, when they excel in every small thing where they touch, they excel. You understand? Why you no call them? Today, are they here saying that they do peace deal with Boko Haram, peace deal with this, peace deal with that. Why you not do peace deal with these people where God bless with
No, they will not.
Today, when they declare trillion for seaport, now which people they import for that seaport? Which people they do the importing and exporting? Now, still the people where they sideline. Because these people see, they say, who God don't bless, no man can cause. Now, the war of 1967, they say now war when they say these people are very small people, we don't finish them in 3 days. They sustained that war for 3 years. And mind you, not the only Nigeria fights that. British follow fight. Yes, British follow fight. France follow fight. And here say Russia follow fight. Egypt follow fight. They still sustain the war for the people where you say and people are small. But now, that was then, and I know they pray one no, because then no will be like now, because these people don't wise. They don't get money. So you cannot underestimate them. Call for dialogue. Okay, now they complain of what do they call that? Marginalization. Say we don't recognize us. We say, okay, we want Nigeria. Okay, the war don't finish. Right, let's come back. Everybody will get any property we get. You see, the death of Ojuku father, and that war was because he was the president. I don't know whether they right. Correct me. But he was successful in his business. Nine money, he take train Ojuku for school. He was rich, quiet building, now he get up. All those things are seized properties. The man not there before he died. And let me shock you. Ojuku get another brother, a step brother will be white. Do you know Ojuku brother died in the course of that war?
No, they don't know.
Brother, his step brother.
They don't know. How they gonna know? They listen to history.
So much. He don't agree travel out. He stayed, fight for Ojuku. He died in the course of that war. Many people don't know so Ojuku get brother, white brother. You understand? He fought with Ojuku for that war. Now, at the end of the day now, you see, information don't they come, reality don't they come, say, you see all those things where they say now propaganda. They say now Igbo people. But you see, most people don't write book, go on writing book. You know, I can tell you anything where you read for book. Now the writer's opinion, go on not simply come out.
Yeah, that is it. Even when the truth is out, Gowon wrote his own book, he still failed to acknowledge the truth. He still failed to acknowledge. This is why our agitation will never stop. Even when the truth, confession is coming from right, left, and center. Confession is coming everywhere. That coup was never an Igbo coup. It has nothing to do with the Igbos. Even at that, the people that perpetrated that atrocity, the people that committed genocide, are still standing their ground. And they are still lying. Even when truth is coming out, the people that committed genocide against us are still lying against us. For our face, so they are still lying against us. And you want us to stop. Mazen Nanikan has said, we will never stop. If you're not ready to join us, you better get out. We will not stop. Mazen Nanikan said it. He said, we will not stop. That is the word of Mazen Nanikan. We will not stop. In case you think we will chicken out, we will just run away, we will not stop. That is the word of Mazen Nanikan. In case you never heard it, I want to play it so that you can hear it directly from our screen of Mazen Nanikan. That we will never stop. We will never stop. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what you feel. We will never stop.
If you do not believe in what we are doing, then you better get out. We're not going to stop. God knows we can never stop until Biafra is restored. We are peace-loving people. We abhor death and killing of another soul. It's in our nature, that's how we are. But because of that, they have been coming and killing us all these years. We've kept quiet. They've been killing and killing and killing quiet. We have a case at the ICC. We have a case at Africa Union. We have a case at, what else again? Pending before the UN in New York. We've been to Geneva to tender our case. Before UN, till today, nothing. In fact, the more we complain to them, the more they come to abduct and rape our children, the more they come to kill us, the more they want to take over our land and our forests. And who told them that's going to be possible in our time? In a time, in a movement that I lead, you think you can come into our land and take it over? Oh dear. That means you don't know who we are.
That is our Supreme Amazon Nandekano speaking. That's our Supreme Amazon Nandekano speaking. We will never stop. No matter how they try, we will never stop. And if you're not okay with it, you better get out. Those of you who are acting as saboteurs, pushing your propaganda and blackmail, go and tell them. Our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu, sacrificed. How many of you know that he has a brother? How many of you know that our eternal leader had a white brother that died during the Civil War? How many of you knew? They don't want you to know history. But I thank Chuks that Mazen Nandekano today, this is why they want him dead. It is Mazen Nandekano that gave this kind of people courage on their radio station to speak the truth. On their radio station, you see the man revealing information. That thing they don't want you to see, they don't want to put in writing, they want to teach you in school. On radio, on social media, we will teach you. All you need to do is to pay attention to the right information. Not gossiping, not attacking your brother and your sister. Pay attention to the right information. You will hear everything you want to hear. The truth and nothing but the truth. We will keep on revealing information that they don't want you to hear. As long as we are here on the media, many people are getting courage from Mazen Nandekano and Mazen Simon Ekpa, and more truth will be coming out.
In Papa born that boy with a woman from bigger and he loved so much. He get the money when he fly out for months, go in country, but you know he died for that war. He died for that war.
That's the brother to Jugu.
Tom Bigger died here now. Jugu step brother. You understand? All right. Now the country was given out. Azikiwe was the president in ceremonial capacity, while the prime minister didn't get the power to implement and do everything. You understand? Now, after that, problems start for Nigeria. Problems start immediately because, like they always tell you now, those people who are the mistake they call our founding father, they don't found them.
Founding indeed.
And since then,
found with.
They could not tell me. Don't ever hear. See, when you don't serve for this country, whether you serve well or you don't serve well, your generation will ever suffer. You don't ever hear say, I'm going to build children to find work.
For where?
You don't hear say, you don't hear say,
work for
you don't hear say, I want our children to find work. I think that you don't hear. They put them and they put care of them. Yes, they don't ever find work. In fact, Shagari Pikin said, I think whether in our house or whether in a Senate, you remember it. You understand? All of them, their children are made. I stand to be correct. Except the one we don't get ahead. Except the one we don't get ahead. You understand? Even the one we die for throne, you don't even hear some children they look for work. Now, when the military take over, before you know, some group of soldiers go plan. And you see, when there is love, you don't see the visit Ibadan. When that they go up, they come meet and say, they come meet the premium, maybe a $2. Say, Lala, you know, will leave the visitor for anybody. You waste time, cash you the count down. God the first. force the counter coup. They say you're not single coup. You're supposed to go. Your problem start to then finding us can put all of, you see, the killing will happen. Now the Igbo people supposed to be complain for this country.
No.
And then get casualties.
No.
But the narrative, because they don't write the script, the narrative change. Now, shift to 1967, there was disagreement on how the leadership of the country they go. You understand? Now, they go Aburi for Ghana. The president of Ghana invited to settle their matter. So, okay, see, as when I go run this one, see, make everything they equal. And say, go one agree here. But immediately when you come back, because if you be president for this country, not be you, there is another power when they tell you what to do. I start to be corrected. If I lie, make somebody correct me. There is another power.
It is truth.
When they tell you.
There is no lie. What you are saying is the truth.
Now they fight that war for 3 years. Millions of people died. The both parties get casualties. And no one begin to mention number. Because nobody they accurate number. We can only assume and exaggerate, but people die. The Igbo, and then lose pass, both properties, and the Nigeria, they don't lose property, they get casualties. Now, like you know, say, you see, these people will say they give us independence, they give us democracy, they don't get good plan for us. At the end of the day, we fight ourselves. Then they loot waiting the one loot. Carry they go, they give us gun. We they happily they collect gun. They kill ourselves, they give us bullets. We they kill ourselves. Now, me, when I look at them, I go say the thing be like genocide because apart from what people will go to agreement, the Eastern people they do their normal business for their state. They don't expect war. They don't even get gun.
Yes.
They have to begin they creative. They begin to improvise. They do locally made guns. You understand? They do locally made armor tank. Take palm oil, fly aeroplane. I know so many people don't know this thing. Some of those engineers when do those things, one of them did their life. Take palm oil, fly aeroplane, fuel, because they were rich in palm oil. But all these things they don't go tell you now. And we not care to know because we not the green rings. Now when we skip the war, we come back and settle what Nigeria is this. But after the war, whether you like make you be billionaire, they give you 20 pounds. Now then they still okay. The other section of Nigeria still okay. Their property they the people who fight war for the East, all of them lose their properties, their money, their family members, and now these people start all over from the scratch, building themselves again, helping themselves to climb. That is why you see them travel out everywhere, go different states, because nothing they there again. Bomb even don't destroy their land, things don't grow well. Some people they back, some people come out. That was why Lagos can't be like America. They come, everybody, they come travel, come out, go Kano, go Sokoto, go different. Even after they can put them for different states before even the war. You understand? So the narrative where they don't sell, where press, where they don't take press, sell. It gives them bad name. But these people, I won't lie to you. Now my own personal opinion, I will tell you. Now these people be the symbol of this country. If I happen to be president, I will call these people, they are not with them. Give them the opportunity. If you give these people opportunity, they will grow more than this. Nigeria for them better pass this.
They're not going to agree.
But because of sentiment.
Because Nigeria is not meant to grow.
If we go back to history, since 1960, when we don't get independent, how far have we gone? Since 1960, okay, Igbo man will never rule, Abi. Igbo man started as ceremonial president, Abi. He not achieve anything. Abi. I go here, enter, spend 6 months, he not achieve anything. Now the two Igbo men with that. After that, no any other Igbo man. Are you getting me? He entered October 1st, 1963. You know, to January 16, 1960. Sorry, he spent about 2.5 years. You understand? He not achieve anything. Now I wonder why they still blame the Eastern people for the backwardness of the country. Now they don't get power. They say they don't go rule again. Abi, let me begin to see people with all. Abi, okay, let me leave all those ones. Let me come down to the people. Or come down to After doing Hiroshi, General Gowon. After Gowon are from the north, Abi. Oh yeah. After Gowon, Muritala entered. Muritala are from the north, Abi. Kano State, Abi. He was killed by his own brother. He was killed by his own mother.
Dinka.
Maybe Dinka. That is Gowon, north. Muritala, north, Abi.
Yes.
After Muritala comes, where they kill him, where they catch Dinka, kill him. Talk about Dinka that day, where they say nobody feed for a house. Olusegun Obasanjo enter from the west, Abi. Oh yeah, they go. Now, Shehu Shagari enter from the west. After Shehu Shagari, Buhari enter from the north, Abi.
Yes.
Good. After Buhari, Babangida enter from the north, Abi.
Yes.
Good. After Babangida, he step aside, he put Shonekon. Shonekon not even spend 3 months there. Abacha enter from the north, Abi. This thing becomes southwest and north, Abi.
Yes.
After General Sani Abacha, he died for power. Abdul Salam enter from the north again, Abi. They go. Now, after that one, Umaru Musa Yar'Adua enter. Don't be from the north again. Then God's intervention. Good luck was not in the plan. Good luck enter. Abi no be so? Good. After good luck come out, Buhari enter. After Buhari enter, nothing good dey here now. So what happened to Nigeria? Igbo man know why did Nigeria never succeed? You dey see sentiment? Why did Nigeria never succeed?
No.
Now we get easy.
Na Igbo man still hold them.
Somebody say, una no dey treat us well, we wan go. In dey prison. Dem proscribe am. Another people come say, we want to take over the country. You want to their country to be our
They radicalize them.
to our own. They don't proscribe them, they change them the name to violence. They kill them, they maim them, they do nothing they happen. Today, confession don't they come out. The youth from the north. Now don't they accuse Ndume? Ndume now. They counter accuse the guy. You see, fight, don't they? Now, them still agree, say, that them import these people because of election to come into Nigeria. How does that make you a patriotic citizen? Does that show that you love your country? When you go bring terrorists to come and begin to bastardize, destroy things, kill people in the name of which you want to dominate and take over the whole country. Where those who get the land will come go now. You see, so they don't sell a wrong narrative for us, and we don't really understand. The Igbos now, they leave the politics, they leave the government, then they do their business. Still,
they don't leave us alone.
Take the politics, take the government, even take the military, take everything. We want to do our business. After they give you 20 pounds, you still succeed past the people who accumulate everything. That one don't reach when we say the Nigerian citizens as a whole from every region go begin to think right. Like I match am here. I go bring in the Asaba people later. Time don't reach.
You just had this man just made a very. You see, this is why, these things are very important. Like today, that Simon Ekpa is facing court. It's because of these things. It's because of these things that this man is talking about. That is why Simon Ekpa is in court today. That is why Nandekano is facing a life sentence in Nigeria for false accusation. False accusation out of hatred, envy, and jealousy. That is why we are being prosecuted. It's out of envy and jealousy. That is why Simon Ekpa today is in court. But we are not going to lose hope. We will continue to fight until our freedom is guaranteed. I thank Chuks and I thank all Biafrans that are supporting Simon Ekpa. The unity the Biafrans have this time is commendable. Every Biafran from all across the world, all of them from different groups, assemble in Finland. The only purpose is to support our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. No matter the group where you belong, no matter who you respect and who you don't